Hey guys, welcome once again to the Sweet Spot. I am the Admiral. It's good to have you on board. And tonight the tents are out there. They're strutting their stuff. If you haven't had an opportunity to get to the Calypso tents, you need to do so to hear what's going on in the social commentary. Lots and lots of really nice social commentary out there. I met some new ones this week that were quite good. There's a guy called Tariq doing a song called Evolution. I've got a lot of time for that. Of course, there are some other songs that are mandatory play because of the carnage that's going on in the country. So when you think about those songs, you got Lady Virtue and Barbados, We Cry, and then there is Ceruil with A Single Bullet. They got some of those songs that you can play to try to get that positive message across. I don't know what's going on to the people in this country. Men and women, it's not just only men, it's women too. And as our Prime Minister alluded to, people in this country are too angry. You need to simmer down, cool down, drink some water when you get to that level. Or watch The Sweet Spot. Because tonight we're going to play some nice music for you. We got some good people on board. But we want to just have a quick look at the region because, you know, we had Hurricane Beryl. And St. Vincent decided, you know, outside Hurricane Beryl, we're going to put a few bands aside, but we will still have our carnival. And they still had their carnival. As a matter of fact, the authorities in St. Vincent decided to put a ban out, like how we do Roberts on the Road. They decided to put a ban out to suffice for those bands who had decided because of Beryl that they weren't coming. So that happened this year. And my champion, Fireman Hooper of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, who is the equal to Lil Ricky in Barbados. You know, the interesting thing is, Barbadian promoters don't hire Fireman Hooper. And I always wonder why. And he is the most celebrated Calypso monarch in the, soca monarch in the Caribbean, Fireman Hooper. He has won the titles more, the only person in the Caribbean that has won more titles than he has is Ricky T out of St. Lucia. And St. Lucia, by the way, is now going through their carnival, so hopefully later on, as we go through the various shows, we'll be able to bring some excerpts for you. And if you don't see it here, you can go on YouTube and you can watch the action coming from the various islands. A lot of the stuff is live. We are the only ones that don't seem to be able to get theirs yet. I don't know what we're waiting on, but we got to put our stuff on the internet and get it live on YouTube. So, congratulations to Fireman Hooper and Hans John in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Fireman Hooper winning the party aspect of it. Wicked, wicked track again. And Hans John and the Groovy. And my boy, Mazart, if you recall, about nearly 23, 24 years ago, he had a song called Poor People's Song. Well, he's the Calypso monarch. And what he has done, he has also won the Party Monarch in St. Vincent. He's also won Road March in St. Vincent. And now he's added to his resume the Calypso Monarch title. Only to be done by two other people in the region here, guys. Two other people in the region. And he's in good company. He's in good company. Machel Montano is a part of that company. So you see, these guys are doing well. On the local front, tonight we're going to have a look at the Carter Shining Stars Calypso tent. We've got a couple of members here. We've got JoJo coming in. JoJo is kind of like a mix-up West Indian. I'll explain that to you when we come back. And yeah, she's not going to have a problem with that. And of course, we're going to look at the songs that may be the top 5 songs of the week. We try to keep you up to date with the top 5 songs. But I must say to you, Jaguar the Champ is doing pretty good out there, guys. Lil Rick now, this song number 11 for Lil Rick because he has this song with Ralph Thorne. I don't know, Lil Rick all over the place. But he's contributing to the festival, so we give thanks. Before we make a move, I want to take you back a little bit to Red Plastic Bag. I think the year was 2002. And he was doing 2 songs, Uncle Sam, but this song, Red. There was an issue with this song initially, but it worked out to be all right for him. I think he had another performance on this song on finals night. But let's have a look at his performance of Red.
much money to invest so badly. When you look at their duty, a lot of sense in it, but it's a lesson in bad planning and more money we spending. Greenland landfill are still made, while mangroves still operate. You must hold your head and shout, oh Lord, all them millions that it costs. A stall that cost just 8,000, bring bulldozer, knock it down. So remarkable is politics. We gave them fellas 26. So I know that you're seeing red, but you're keeping quiet instead. The situation of dread is when you see the treasury red. The only red they can blame me for, that I will accept without question, is the sea of red down here at the stadium. When my people are wearing red, I know that they're seeing red. When my people are wearing red, I know that they're seeing red. Why we waste money so heaven knows, I know that they're seeing red. I look sure going backside barely close, I know that they're seeing red. Posse! Hey! 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 The things you read inside your newspaper, I know you're seeing red. I know you're seeing red. Seems like every day you reading about murder. I know you're seeing red. I know you're seeing red. Crime and violence, you remember, the subject of so much laughter. Now we live in fear in this country. We carry look far, you see. I hear you say the crime and tourism, but that's because now less tourists come. If there's to be hope for tourism, they must foster better relations. Criminals on the road just hanging out, criminals in mass just walking about, and gun punch your face in the rubber, overworking with the counselor. Young people like lambs to the slaughter. Check your son and check your daughter. In the morning your offspring you're kissing, in the evening your offspring is missing. So I know that you're seeing red. On the street the next one is dead, but you're fast asleep in your bed while your streets glowing with bloodshed. And if they ever try to blame me, that's a damn red herring you see. Only the red at the stadium they can. Everybody, people are wearing red. I know that they're seeing red. When my people are wearing red, I know that they're seeing red. If a priest or pastor trouble your daughter, I know that they're seeing red. Do you call that crime white collar? I know that they're seeing red. Look at me, I came from Washington. Did they check laundering on this island? A full account must be demanded. To know the people they caught red-handed. Your NIS contribution leader, I know you're seeing red. I know you're seeing red. Let me tell you, they were not remade. I know you're seeing red. I know you're seeing red. Everywhere you go, there's a detour, a big turn off, and that's for sure. You could just end up in a dead end, where grave takers indicate nothing. 2 new constituencies, 2 new wasted MPs on the backbench waiting for pension. We don't see representation. I know children must get support, but me I must be making jokes. The first thing men will ask women, excuse me ma'am, do you have children? Poor fishermen still out to sea, no agreement with P&G. The reason for all the bull sharking is the poor man who's netting. So I know that you're seeing red. It's not red, I don't be misled. Moses must come from the dead to part this redness we see ahead. Obedience, they cannot escape the bureaucracy and red tape, but only the blame for the stadium red eye. Posse, everybody! People are wearing red. So that they see it red. When my people are wearing red, so that they see it red. 100% vision they talking. I know that they see it red. But big boys go Miami shopping. I know that they see it red. What is wrong with DTLP?
I know that they see it right.
Like we only have one damn party.
I know that they see it.
You realize in that song done so many years ago that he was asking what was wrong with the LP? Well, that song could play today and would have maybe the same meaning. But that is Red Plastic Bag. He was very strong coming out of the 90s into the 2000s. And he won a lot of titles coming down those years. That song, Red, gives a little bit of problem at the National Stadium, but he was okay. All right, compliments Axel Finance. We'll take a pause for calls, and when we come back, another artist in the making. Yeah, the sweet spot, that's where the stars hang out. And I want to welcome tonight to the sweet spot, JoJo Seven. Now, I've heard this name, JoJo Seven, for many, many, many years. I've also seen you performing because I remember the little sojourn you had with Pompey.
Yes.
I remember that. So welcome to the sweet spot.
Thank you.
Good night. Good to have you on board.
Thank you.
Of course, the audience will ask, who's JoJo? Why is she in our festival? Because you don't sound like how we sound about here.
Well, JoJo Seven is a Bajan Yankee.
Right, all right, Bajan Yankee.
Yes, yes. My dad was born here. Big up Commermere, up and on.
Oh, geez.
Yes.
You get you into that too?
Yeah. You know, and he met my mom here. My mom is from St. Vincent.
Okay, so this is the Caribbean.
Yes.
Yeah. Type
yes, a mix-up thing,
Callaloo,
according to you.
Fix up, yeah. Nice. So you must have some good genes because there are two strong islands in the region.
Yes,
Barbados,
please.
St. Vincent, and the
Yes,
Grenadines.
yes.
You're here for our festival, and you've been here so very often too.
Yes.
How many years have you been coming?
Wow, since I was a baby, my
Right.
dad made sure that I kept in contact with the culture.
The culture.
Yes.
What about the Vincy side of you? Does that exist? Do you get there?
I have never been to St. Vincent,
No.
unfortunately.
You're kidding me.
Yes, I have never been there,
We
unfortunately.
got correct that.
Yes, I'm going to change that. You know, I wanted to go this year for the carnival, but, you know,
Hurricane
Beryl.
Beryl and think I'm going to spoil all the
Yes,
issues.
yes.
All right. Talk to me about your involvement. First of all, before we get there, I think it's only fair for my audience to know exactly who you are. How did this JoJo Seven come about, this name?
Okay.
Talk to me about your artistic association in Barbados, first of all.
Okay, well, as I said, you know, I've been coming here many years for the carnival for Kropover, going to the stadium with my family, watching the performances, getting into the politics of the music.
Wow.
And I just always been in love with it. You know, I couldn't wait to come down and hear the new tunes that Crossfire and Square One is going to make, you know. So I have been in the entertainment industry since I was 5 years old. Doing a lot of off-Broadway commercials, things like that. So I migrated into more Caribbean music as I got older. I became a DJ.
Okay.
And after I started DJing and speaking on the mic, people would tell me, you know, you need to go into like dance hall and pop music. So I started with that, and I started writing a lot of reggae pop tunes. My music started getting licensed, which was really fantastic and happy for me.
Business side now.
Yes,
Yeah,
so,
business.
and I was getting a lot of appreciation. And then I decided I wanted to, because I love soca so much, and I used to be involved with Carnival, I decided to move over to more the soca side and start singing soca. And my first song was called Caribbean New Yorker, and I performed at the Bridgetown Market. That was like about 20 years ago.
Wow.
And yeah,
Wow.
you know, I received a lot of love. And
That's nice. That's
yes, I decided to just move forward with it. I stopped for a little while, tried to go into the corporate world, and I realized that the love was still there. So I came back in 2016, and I did my song with Pompey.
Right.
And
How did that association happen?
that was
How did you meet?
amazing. That association, I met with Darren Grant and Michael Agard.
Okay,
and
so yeah, you in the studio, you in the mix area.
yes, yes. I
Yeah.
had another song that I was working on called Whiny Whiny Time.
Okay.
And they said to me, would you like to do a duet? And they said, we have a veteran that we'd like you to meet. And I met Pompey, and we gelled nicely, and from there it was like magic.
I remember that had a video or something attached
yes,
to it. Yes, I remember seeing that on TV and stuff.
yes, called I Am Free.
Yeah.
Yes, it was fun. I really, you know, that helped to push me forward, and it gave me a boost to say, okay, you know, I'm accepted here, and I love it, and you know, people are accepting me, so I'm going to move forward.
Did your status allow you to enter the competitions, the various competitions here?
No, it did not, but then I did become a citizen here.
Okay.
But then unfortunately the competitions are no more, so.
That's the Party Monarch. You wanted to be a part of Party Monarch.
Yes, I did.
The Party Monarch is a very serious loss, you know?
Yes, it is.
It is unfortunate that we don't see the relevance of it and the importance of it, along with the fact that it adds to the crop over calendar as another show.
Yes.
It also helps to hone the craft of the artists.
Yes,
Gives them a big stage to perform on in front of their own. You can make all the mistakes here, but hopefully as you do that, you get a chance to perfect those issues.
Yes.
And when you get out in the international world, it makes it a little easier.
Yes.
I don't know if the authorities are seeing it like that. I would also tend to think too that a promoter tried, but we need to follow some of the islands in the region, because not all do it privately. Some still depend on the government to put this show on.
Yes.
But it's time for, you know, private enterprise to pick up a show like that.
It would be very helpful.
Reconvene that show. I think it would be. And held under the auspices of the National Cultural Foundation, you tend to think that it has more legality. I don't know. Because, you know, it's under government. There seems to be a lot more protection sometimes, a lot more opportunities. The likelihood of things going wrong is almost nil when you work under an NCF umbrella.
Yes.
And I think that's what the artists enjoy more than doing it themselves and not feeling comfortable. So you miss that show. But let me tell you something, JoJo. There are so many open doors in Barbados.
Yes.
Because we have some Calypso tents that if you've got a song, you can ask a tent manager to be a part of that tent. It doesn't necessarily have to be the big social commentary, because if you're doing party, the tent employs a party section. So you may just get in. So if you've never thought about it, I think you should really have a look at it.
Yes, yes. And I have some tents in mind for next year as well.
Who you got in mind? I need to know.
Well, you know, there's a lady.
Don't call the name. You don't even think of calling the names.
Okay, okay.
But it is a good direction to go in.
Yes.
And a lot of the acts, well, should I say they don't understand? I think they do, because a lot of our major people in Barbados have been a part of a Calypso tent.
Yes.
The Calypso tent is a great platform for you to get all the experience that you need. Helps you to hone your craft. You get your licks and stuff. Your audience tells you whether they appreciate you or not.
Yes.
And it helps to build you as a person.
Yes, I did have the experience of performing a couple of times with the Big Show when I did the song with Pompey.
Right.
And it was great.
Because he was in the Big Show.
Yes.
So you see how that felt.
Yes, it was great.
Yeah. But you see, they're not going to put you in the Big Show. What you could have done with you is they could have said, well, let me give you a little piece on another tent so that you move up and you start to grow. Because the bigger up you go, the more the expectation becomes.
Yes, I agree.
It's never going to be easy. But take it from me. You got a nice voice, as we will see on the show tonight.
Thank you.
Got a nice voice. You understand entertainment because you've been at this for quite a long time.
Yes.
So there's nothing wrong with stretching your wings a bit more, spreading those wings, and being a part of, it may be too late this year because you can't register now, registration time gone.
Right.
But for next year, if you're coming, think about doing a song.
Yes.
Call it, you know, Beijing Yankees in the yard, and sing about the problems and the stress and the ills and the spills, and or sing about a song that I got a young lady coming on the show tonight. Lady J, she's in the studio. So you get a chance to meet her. She writes.
Yes.
And maybe you can pass a little idea by her.
Well, actually, Lady J has written a song for me way back.
You see how small the world is?
Yes,
There
yes.
you go.
So it was great to see her backstage
There
and
you
talk
go.
to her and finally meet her face to face.
There you go.
Yes.
All right. So, JoJo, I certainly wish you... The JoJo, though, you never told me how you got that name, JoJo.
Okay. JoJo stems from me being a dancer from a young age. And Richard Pryor had a movie called JoJo Dancer. So the name just kind of stuck from there because I was, you know, such a good dancer.
Who put it on you?
It was some people that I was working with
Okay.
in the dance industry, and
Okay.
yes,
And you know, if they stick a name like that onto you, they obviously saw something.
yes,
That was quite interesting.
yes, it was.
All right, so don't give up on our festival.
Oh no,
Stay in
never.
it, be a part of it,
Yeah.
continue to make your music.
Yes.
Investigate the Calypso tents, get into that. You can also get into your Vincentian heritage, please.
Yes, I will.
Because if I was that Vincentian parent, I'd be very concerned about you. No, you need to get involved.
Yes.
Vinci, they've got a really nice carnival
Yes,
going on
I
there.
heard.
And with your ability, you can probably do both. You
That's
can do
what I
both.
plan to
Yeah,
do.
you can do both.
Yes.
You can do both. All right, ladies and gentlemen, JoJo 7. And we're going to take out a little bit of her. You get a chance to see what she looks like on stage. JoJo 7, and then we'll come back.
It's JoJo. Jump up in the air. Jump up in the air. Try and touch the sky. Try and touch the sky. Me higher, higher, higher. Jump up in the air. Jump up in the air. Try and touch the sky. Try and touch the sky. Me higher, higher, higher. So high.
Hey guys, welcome back to The Sweet Spot. The Sweet Spot tonight is the Carter Shining Stars Calypso tent, pitching tent at Rockdundo. You know, the church down there at Rockdundo. So after this show, you could run down because the tent manager go run down when she finished this interview. And then we got Lady J who go also run down there because she performing tonight. And of course, my boy Jude. When he doing social commentary, he's Jude. When he doing party and getting all real ignorant, he's Pinko. And my favorite side of him is Pinko. Welcome to Sweet Spot tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good
Well,
night.
well, I want to continue here. Julianna Sealy,
You don't get to call me Julianna Sealy. Okay. Good. You call
Lady
me
Virtue.
Julie or Lady Virtue.
I love it. I love it. The tent on tonight.
Tent is on tonight. It's in the bag. Come down. The red plastic bag is our featured guest artist. You know, it is not in the church. It's in the church.
Church,
yard.
yeah,
You understand?
church,
So hurry up. Let me do this here quick so I can get down on stage
Church,
and
yeah.
sing
But-
Barbados We Cry.
So I have to ask a question. This is the second time I've worked with you in the tent, and you're giving to the church. Why?
Because you know, I grew up in the church. The church is very important, not only to the community, but to Barbados. And you're going to understand that most times the church has got bills like everybody else, you know. A lot of people
course,
think
of
that
course.
when people go down there to sweep and to mop up and
They do it for free. They
for
don't do it
free.
for free. I agree.
Because then people that doing that got bills too, you understand? So you always have to find a way to give back to the church. And there are young people in church, and there are things that you got to buy to make sure that if you're having Sunday school, there's certain materials you have to get. So there's a lot you have to do. And when the church want painting and you was a painter, is the church so you can do it free? You can still want to be paid, you know. So if painting the church is $1,000, you might say, well, look, give me $500, but you still gonna need money to you understand? So the church needs money. So, you know, Shining Stars is not only about taking, but we are about also giving back to the community. And we don't only give back to the community, we also give back to all of those persons that we hire every night to be able to put on the production.
Very important. You've got your big sponsor again this year, Carter's.
Yes, we are happy that Carter's is back on board with us. They started with us in 2022, so this is the third year that they're here with us, and we really thank them, because without Carter's, we won't be able to put on the show. That's the truth.
Yeah.
You understand? So if Carter said next year, look, we Shining Stars finish.
You're going to look for somebody else.
We gotta look
to
for
sponsor.
somebody else. So we thankful to Carter's. Carter's Shining Stars is here, and we thanks to Mr. Hurley that every year he comes back on board and he brings something different,
sweet.
and that person's, you know, that can attract the general public.
And so the other sponsors don't get jealous. You know, we got 94.7, we got the NCF, we got Santosha, we got DB Productions, we got AQ Songs, so we're doing pretty well up in there.
And we got Julie's
Julie
Party Rentals.
You know, she ain't gonna let me leave without getting that in. Julie Party Rentals. Well, you brought along two of your tent members tonight. Lady J, good to see you here.
Yeah, good evening.
Lady J has been having a pretty interesting time in the Calypso tent this year. Well, then again, you know, she's just one of those. And then we've got my guy, Jude, who called me very early in the season with his diplomatic passport. Before I go back to the tent manager, because I need to know something about the tents this year and management of the tent, because you all think it's easy. Ain't easy to manage a Calypso tent. Ain't easy to deal with all these people with the egos and everything, you know. Everybody want to get the particular piece right. It ain't easy, but I can come back to you, Julie, and we can talk a bit about that.
Because I need this. There's something special that I have in the bag again.
In the bag again?
Yes.
All right.
Not the bag, but
The
something else special in the bag.
Well, you started this year with the ladies, a special tribute to the ladies, which was quite good. Lady J would have been a part of that. How has it started for you this year, Lady J?
It's wonderful. I thank God for bringing this idea to my head. And because I work at DJ Labels, who sponsored my song with Labels, I got the idea, boys, I was at work, seeing how they maneuver, you know, and saying to myself, a label is meticulous, you know, it has to be the right size, fit bottles and containers properly, have the right information, right barcode. It is somebody out there doing all of that before you buy the product from the supermarket. And I worked there. And the idea came to me that, you know, somebody label you the wrong way. Wow, things can happen. It can destroy your whole life. And truth to the point is, be out here labeling people every day saying that they're no good, don't help this body, that body. So I just double on it and twist it around and make it into what you hear as labels.
Well, you know, gave basically 3 angles of using labels.
Yes.
And that is brilliant. That is good thinking. That is good writing. But I did say it to JoJo that you're a good writer. We've got a bit of you though from the Calypso tent. Okay. And with your permission, I would like the people of Barbados to see.
I have no problem with that.
How she performed on the night, the special night at the Carter Shining Stars. Let's have a look.
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Good night. Goes into a label, it got the power to enable or disable. Labels by size and design helps the consumers to make up their minds every time. Then it dawned on me, same thing in society. People out there labeling people daily, mashing up your character. It's a stain that will linger, pointing their finger, spreading lies like a tumor. Since we like labels, start labeling facts. 6 years now, we still paying sewage tax. Homelessness rising, Bridgetown in a state. The one stretcher now become a place of solace, a sleeping place. So much going on in we society, yet we find time to label somebody.
Yeah, that's deep for her because she here on the set singing it too. You see she lips moving, making sure that you get right. When you look at yourself, that's what you're hoping is happening, that you're doing it right and getting it right.
But when he approached the boss with 8 lines, he was like, what? I have never thought about it like that. I run this company, but I never thought labels can go that way, but it can. Instead of saying, talk your name, maliciousness, all of that, I just removed that from the equation and put it as labeling, because really, truly, if you don't know the other side of the story, you've gone along with what you heard first. Now that is labeling. You know, and much people don't care for the truth. Nobody labels anything good. They mostly like to label things bad. So I am saying to them, instead of labeling people, we got so much going on in our society, and it ain't about the government neither too. It's about just, you know, community, loving each other, and do for each other. If we get that out of the way, don't worry about the government, because they have to do what they have to do, and then they can't help everybody. Let's be fair. We too, as people, must got the love amongst us, that we can sit and say, let me attack violence, let me attack homelessness, See how we're going to attack children out there, don't have nobody to talk to and they're killing themselves every day. So that's what it's all about. The other things that we should be worried about and not about what you do, I do, or he do. Because it don't make no sense. It's not important.
Lady J, people, Carter, Shining Stars, Calypso Tent. We'll come back, compliments Axel Finance, and continue to talk to the members of the Carter Shining Stars in a moment. And then, of course, you come to Carter Shining Stars Calypso Tent, and the MC introduces a guy. He says, well, the tent is going to go at a different level now. People, brace yourself for this next performer. Performing his song called Diplomatic Passport, we welcome Jude.
Good evening.
And Jude stands behind the curtain. And what is it you say, Jude?
To all arriving passengers, would you please report to immigration before you report to customs? Those with diplomatic passports, you're allowed to come straight through.
Nice.
Even if you have a ship or boat.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk to me about this diplomatic passport.
Nice.
I know initially we were concerned about one or two lyrics because you were hitting hard. And I begged you, I said, don't change the song in tank, hit hard in tank. But you took some other advice and you went safe. How's it going for you?
It's going okay. I feel pretty good.
What's the story behind diplomatic passport?
Well, as everybody knows, a certain lady was caught smuggling drugs in on a diplomatic passport. A week later, there was a press conference, and the Prime Minister said no more diplomatic passports to be issued, or that's to come through her, have to authorize by her. So that was why he got the idea from me. So, well, she could give me more, because I ain't bringing in that her bad. We're bringing in things to help the country.
It's true.
Things, nice things.
True.
So just give me one, two of the items that you will bring in on this diplomatic passport.
I know, right, but I don't bring in Christmas hampers, you know, because if you bring Christmas hampers, you ain't got no problems, except the checks and seeing the check get stolen, and then you know what the check is. Okay.
Oh, that's where you're going.
Yeah, you know.
I know,
I know, I'm being helpful.
Yeah, you know, I can imagine offering advice.
Right. And I think I bring a political brain for my boy there, so you know, he could not figure out how to run the DLP and thing.
Okay, you bring in human parts too.
I bring in everything.
Diplomatic passport.
Yeah. I even bring in a Robocop.
Yeah.
You know, to help the police, you know, because the police got a lot of problems, you know. And you know, Robocop. You ever watch the movie Robocop?
I watch every sequel.
Yeah,
man.
Robocop come, bang, bang, bang. Everything done.
I don't know he can get this passport, Julie.
I would like you to bring us in for me a lie detector.
Oh! No, that is really trouble came the other night.
A lie detector.
That is really trouble came the other night.
So that we can maintain this show and keep our jobs. Can we take I hear who the lie detector is for? Not for this show tonight. Can we detect tonight I hear? Pure bacchanal. Oh, so I mean, Julie, there you go. You've got, at least this is just two of the acts in your tent. How is it for you this year, though?
It's good, you know. I like working with my team. I always tell them there's no I in team, so all of us got to work together. I see my job and my mission is to try to motivate them as much so that they can come back each year to give the best that they can. So my job is to provide a stage for them, and not just any stage, a proper stage. You understand? But the MC too, by the way, who happens to be yours.
Yeah, that's me, yo.
Yes.
Come on down to the tent tonight.
So my job is a very serious one, and because I'm a business person, I take that same attitude, that same discipline into managing the Calypso tent. Now, a lot of people think that managing a Calypso tent is hard. I mean, yes, you have a lot of different personalities to deal with and stuff like that, but there's only like a month out of the year. Come on, I have to do it. 12 months in a year for my business, you understand? Wow. So, but obviously there will be some things that will be a little different, and there's some people who think that because they went finals, they're supposed to get treated different, and because they went semi-finals before, but I don't encourage that in my tent. And Lady J could tell you, I ain't got no favorites. everybody I love, you understand? And everybody I want them to do the right thing to make sure that the Carter Shining Stars keep rising, you understand? And keep shining, you understand? And that's why next week, Thursday, when we judge, we have somebody coming in, another guest artist. This guy won the Calypso King in Trinidad and Tobago in 2018. He is the only senator to date that I know that still sings Calypso on the stage. So next week, Thursday, at the Wildy Gymnasium, we have Senator Helen Francis, who will be there with the Carter Shining Stars, singing, representing we. You understand? He's singing some, I know, yes. Yeah, let me hear you.
Helo is a top boy.
I know, we talk about it yesterday, we talk almost every day. I got some connections, and not only you got connections with Trinidad, me too.
It's all right. He when we first heard him, we likened him and his vocal quality to Baron. He's clean, his delivery is very, very clean. And I hope Barbadians come out and see him on.
That's why I kept him for the gym.
You see what you're doing
The gym got the crowd that can handle, got the capacity, seating capacity that can handle he. You understand?
Yeah, due to that diplomatic passport too. You know, so you don't judge it that you got to be twice as acid and Lady J on top of your world. Because, you know, you got to show them people that we can deliver.
But you always show them.
So you got to really deliver.
I always deliver.
I know how confident you are, Lady
Just
J.
hope that this time.
But wait, hold on. We got a piece of Julie song. We could play them a little piece of Julie song. We cry. Well, we could do that. And y'all ain't got a diplomatic passport because on the take it back. The government take it back from me.
I'll reply.
Well, let me play a Julie. Let me play a Barbados We Cry, not Jude We Cry. Barbados We Cry. This is Lady Virtue here, people. Have a look.
Barbados! My beautiful Barbados! They tell themselves I do not matter. My opinions, my songs don't resonate. They're trying to bring me to tears after all these years. It's too much, too little, too late. Jesus wept, so have I. Too many things happening in him already caused me to cry. A river like Jackie Opal sang and Beckett from long ago. No woman, no cry, Bob Marley. Now I must cry also. Oh, Barbados, cry Barbados. Morals and values keep slipping away on a highway to hell on Judgment Day. Barbados, cry Barbados.
Come down tonight, and she's going to be crying down by the Rock Dandor Church down there. Come on down and have a ball as she cries on stage. Now, this excerpt came out of your presentation, Strength of a Woman, which you invited several people who don't perform with your tent, but to come out and sing, which was a good presentation.
Yes.
And in this set, before I come back to you, I want my team to pull up Kathy Lewis. I want them to have a look at Kathy Lewis. And I was wondering if maybe when Kathy appears back on stage, if you think that she may be enticed to come back based on the level of treatment that she got, but we'll see. So if we can, let's play a little bit of Kathy Lewis here for you as she performed in the Carter Shining Stars.
How are you doing? We want you to sing, Kathy. Oh, oh. Sing, Kathy, sing. Sing for the people. Time and time again, I reach semi-finals. But instead of advancing, I fell behind. So I decided it was time to leave the thing behind. But some fans of mine convinced me rethink my position. It was so damn selfish of you to make
that decision. Without even notifying your fans, young woman, cause the people gaffy. It's the fuel in your engine that cause it to function, show appreciation. And do it for them, yes, do it in full. It is them that count. Sing for the people, don't be ungrateful. You must give, not only take. Yeah, do your thing for the people. It is them that make or break. So try and sing for
The Calypsos, man, the 80s and the 90s contenders, Calypso, Tent, King William, and Observer, and Structuring that crew. That was good stuff. We still got a lot of nice things happening in the Calypso tents. A lot of good social commentary song in the tents. And Julie, it's interesting that you are on this bring back trail in trying to accent the tent some more and offer more of an entertainment package.
Yeah, because don't forget, the slogan for the tent is more than a tent, it's a show.
Yeah.
And once I came up with that slogan, which means I have to challenge myself every year to bring a show. And when you're building a brand, now Admiral, I remember you back in the days of Liberty 98.1, you built a brand.
Yeah, you got
and when you're building a brand, you got to do things that would help to build that brand. So this is what I'm doing with the Carter Shining Stars. When I started Julie's Party Rentals, I had some nice little ads book there, and I was building a brand and stuff like that. Same thing, same discipline I'm using with this tent to build a brand. And if building a brand means I gotta bring back Kathy Lewis, and bring Helen Francis, and bring Lady Lystra, and a couple of years ago I brought the other lady who was singing about the Wax Museum. All those things you had to use, I have to use. And back in 2019 when we started, I had the vintage show. You understand? And that was a sold-out crowd at the Steel Shed. So there are certain things that you have to do when you're building a brand. If you're serious about what you're doing, you know, some people expect persons to come into the tent and to come on radio or television and start to lament why nobody ain't coming to support me. But you got to understand that you have to do things to be able to attract your audience. And that's all that I'm doing. I ain't doing anything different to nobody else that other people who have big names didn't do before. So I'm just walking in their footsteps.
What level of support do you get from the authorities, let's say the NCF and others? We know you got your sponsors on board, but is the NCF helping here?
When you say helping here, you mean me individually?
Yeah, no, as a tent,
Well, the NCF helps all the tents. It's not about helping Carter Shining Stars. They help all the tents. We have meetings. There are certain things they put on the table. We get to have an opinion. We get to say we don't want that, or we want, or we want that. So I think that the NCF has been very instrumental in helping the tents and helping us to do what we do today and be able to open our tents.
All right, okay. Guys, I'll tell you what, we're going down to the tent. We're going down to the Carter Shining Stars Calypso tent. Julie, quickly invite them down tonight.
Come down tonight to the Christ the King car park.
All right,
not in the church.
Christ
Rock
the King
Dunder
car park.
Exactly. And then next week, Thursday night,
come to the gym.
You come to the gymnasium at 8 o'clock. See and hear Senator Helen Francis. He was the Calypso King in Trinidad and Tobago in 2018. If you don't know who he is, go on YouTube and you will see him. The Carter Shining Stars. It's more than a tent. It's a show.
We'll be back. Welcome back, of course, to Sweet Spot. We take this time to look at just 5 songs of the festival that we think you can pay a bit of attention to. So we want to start at number 5 with a social commentary song coming from Trinity, who's now a member of the All Stars Calypso Tent, performing Come Home. Yeah, Trinity. As a matter of fact, she has another social commentary song that you can look out for, just about starting to develop. And we've got a feeling she's going to do well. This young lady was on the show last week. Tion, Hernandez performing Starter Pack. This is on the granny rhythm, and this is doing pretty well. Yeah, Tion doing very well with that one, the granny rhythm. And then at number 3 this week is Grateful Cole with his song, She on the Way.
She tell me I'm so rich, so rich, so rich, I'm so rich there, so rich, so rich, so rich, I'm so rich there. Ah, yeah. She coming, she say no. She on the way now. She coming, she say no. She on the way.
Yeah, that's Grateful Cole. Happy for him this year. Barry Chandler is in the midst of things. Normally, this group has been over the years doing some nice remakes and stuff, and this year is no exception because Barry is performing Neighbor Neighbor, the South Sea remix. Yeah, he's taking that classic from 1985, originally done by the late director, called South Sea, and doing a nice tribute remix to it. And then the song at number 1 this week comes from Mikey Mercer. Mikey has been having a good season so far, and he has a song tonight called Back Back.
When you bend back way and roll that, push the boom boom back back, cause the thing there nice and fat fat. Yeah. Push the boom boom back back. When you bend back way and roll that, push the boom boom back back. Press up on a friend and beat back. Push the boom boom back back. Look at you, center of attraction when you out with your crew. Yeah. And you wind that way so show them what you can do. Girl, your bumper out of control, and it's always ready to roll. When you stop, drop, bring it to the top. Girl, bend back way and roll that. Push the boom boom back back, cause the thing there nice and fat fat. Push the boom boom back back. When you bend back way and roll that. Push the boom boom back back. Press up on a friend and beat back. Push the boom boom back.
Take a look and listen at those top 5 songs of the week, guys. Compliments Axel Finance, The Sweet Spot. We'll come back. Well, just before we leave tonight, the Sweet Spot want to invite you to a couple of things. Crop over is in full swing. And Sunday, July the 14th at 2 p.m., the breathtaking grounds of the National Botanical Gardens will transform into the idyllic paradise for the Republic Bank Pandemonium. People of all ages will gather to hear the unique song of Pan. There's going to be a lot of Pan events going on in there. National Youth Orchestra is also going to be in there. The melodies and the culinary flavors of Barbados. So you know what I mean, a lot of food and stuff at the Botanical Gardens coming up on Sunday. Make sure you are part of it. And make sure you get out to the Calypso tents, be a part of the tents, support the shows if you can. We've got the Junior Monarch Classics coming up, more to come. They're in the final stages. We've got the Judging Nights coming. Oh my goodness, Crop Over, it's in full flow. Whatever you do, guys, going out and support. Have a great time. We'll catch you back here next week, Friday, for another presentation of The Sweet Spot. I'm the Admiral. Stay safe, and we'll see you next week.